Do scientists in the media explain the environmental crisis adequately? Scientists in the media are often iconic celebrities. They're often very good looking, excellent communicators, and come to be seen as highly trustworthy. They often come from specialised backgrounds, yet they talk on a wide range of subjects, such as climate change, human history, evolution, or the origins of the universe. But do they tell you what you need to know? Brian Cox is a particle physicist, but he often talks about different subjects, such as the evolution of life or the climate crisis. But he often also talks about economics in quite simple terms, about how we need to grow the economy. And while this might be true for poorer nations for a while, the most widespread scientific understanding is that the global economy needs to shrink, and quite urgently. If you look at the scientific papers, they'll tell you this quite clearly. There's a marked correlation between economic growth and climate change. They're linked. This is because economic growth causes increased fossil fuel emissions and resource depletion, not least on a planet in which we use 1.7 times the world's resources every year. So is Brian Cox trying to deceive you? Brian Cox is chosen by the BBC because he's a brilliant communicator, but also because he's a safe pair of hands. He won't rock the boat. Alice Roberts is another iconic presenter. Her job title is Professor of Public Engagement in Science. You might think that would include explaining to the public what are the most critical dangers threatening their existence. But would she ever explain to you that you need to overthrow the economic system so that your children might live long, healthy lives? Because that's the science you really need to know.